This is Trend Following Radio, where great thinking comes alive. Nobel Prize winners, legendary traders, best-selling authors, and the pros that know what drive us irrational human beings. I am your host, Michael Covel. Not filtered, raw, honest. That's my passion. If you're listening to a podcast and you want topical information, meaning somebody to tell you what to do today, buy this stock, sell this stock, do this on September 1st, do this on January 1st, some kind of bullshit like that, if that's what you want, you won't find that here. That kind of thinking will get you nowhere. You will fail. You will lose money, and you will tread water. What I like to do on my podcast is timeless. I want timeless content. Today, I'm giving you 4 chapters from my book, Trend Commandments. The chapter titles are IQ versus EQ, Commitment, Decide Now, and Science. I will guarantee you that if you are struggling right now, or if you're not struggling, if you adopt the mindset, the wisdom about to follow, you'll do better. Because guess what? Us humans, we're not special. We've been around for a long time, and people a long time ago figured us out. We're animals. We're dogs, man. And we're predictable. Up and down, get rich quick, lose it all. That's what we're all about. Today, these 4 chapters, timeless, reminders. And if you can apply this wisdom, damn it, I guarantee you'll have a better life. One quick caveat. As you listen to each of these 4 chapters, at the very beginning, there's a quote that's read. That's the quote that starts each chapter. It sounds a little confusing at first, but it's not. The quotes are brief, but I just want to let you know that's what you're hearing. Again, 4 chapters from my book, Trend Commandments, IQ versus EQ, Commitment, Decide Now, and Science. Please enjoy.
Chapter 31. Doug, either way, you gotta be super smart to count cards, buddy, okay? Alan, oh really? Doug, it's not easy. Alan, okay, well, maybe we should tell that to Rain Man, because he practically bankrupted a casino, and he was a ratard. Stu, what? Alan, he was a ratard. Doug, retard. IQ versus EQ. Many believe academic intelligence is the direct path to reaping a fortune. Some literally tout their IQ, as if their IQ is money in their bank account. One longtime trend follower drilled that nonsensical stance. I haven't seen much correlation between good trading and intelligence. Some outstanding traders are quite intelligent, but a few are not. Many outstanding intelligent people are horrible traders. Average intelligence is enough. Beyond that, emotional makeup is more important. In an interview with one legendary trader, it struck me how he chose to begin. He opened by saying that when he was in kindergarten, he failed blocks. That humor is from a man worth north of 100 million. He is smart, but his point? IQ is no magic elixir. Not only do people fall into the IQ equals success trap, they fall prey to thinking that a degree will take them to the top. That's 100% not true. See the book Linchpin for more. In fact, recent research takes my point further. Look at the livelihoods of plumbers and doctors. Yes, doctors have a bigger salary, but doctors have to endure nearly a decade of expensive education before making any real salary, after which the doctor is hit by a very high progressive tax rate. Because of all the costs the doctor incurs, the taxes and the lost wages, plumbers make more and have almost the same spending power over their lifetime as general practitioners. Consider those who pursue academic PhDs. A PhD is a specialist, not a generalist. In the real world, not the academic one, the generalist is today's winner. Not all PhDs are motivated entrepreneurial competitors capable of killing it. Of course, there are exceptions. A PhD, or any degree, does not protect you from failure. A degree says more than anything that we pass the test. My comments are no knock against degree winners, but they are a reminder that it is you against the world. If you have a degree, any degree, that's awesome. I have 3 letters behind my name, but so what? Don't use the degree on the wall billboard, circa 1950s, Leave It to Beaver America, to imply you are special. Those days are long gone. Or maybe not. The Associated Press recently ran with this frightening slugline. New York. Today's college students are more narcissistic and self-centered than their predecessors, according to a comprehensive new study by 5 psychologists who worry that the trend could be harmful to personal relationships and American society. Stop endlessly repeating, "You're special," and having children repeat that back. Kids are self-centered enough already. I see those kids every day. Most are adults. Some of the factors that will influence how well you do in life include self-awareness, self-discipline, intuition, empathy, and an ability to enter the flow. These traits are particularly useful for garnering profits from the markets. Yet many stay preoccupied on other facets of trading, even when leaving the mental part out is guaranteed long-term failure. This is not easy. Biological impulses are drivers of our emotions. There is no way to escape that fact, but you can learn to self-regulate your feelings and, in doing so, manage situations where emotions can interfere with sound decision-making, like in the markets. Self-regulation is the ongoing inner conversation that emotionally intelligent people engage in to not be a prisoner to their feelings. The ability to delay gratification, stifle impulsiveness, and shake off the inevitable setbacks and upsets is critical. Without emotional intelligence, you can have superior trend-following training and systems, using an incisive and analytical mind with infinite creativity, and still fail. How can you start down that right path? The path to accepting the emotional part of your consciousness means focusing on improving your happiness. Do not equate happiness with money. You will acclimate quickly to shifts in income, but long-lasting benefits for all of us are negligible. Regular exercise generates energy and stimulates mind and body. Just do it. Having sex, preferably with someone you love, is often rated among the highest generators of happiness. Close relationships require serious work and effort, but pay huge rewards. Take time to appreciate the good things in life, a very simple habit that will help keep you from trouble. Seek work that engages your skills. It makes sense to work at something you enjoy. Sleep, 8 hours, mandatory. Take control of your life and set achievable goals. Follow all rules, and please don't ask if these are actually relevant to trend-following success. Chapter 32. American football coach Jim Harbaugh would often ask his college players to name the one thing needed to make an NFL team. The answers would come firing out. You have to be talented. You have to work hard. No, Harbaugh would retort. A lot of guys are talented and work hard and never make it. The one thing you have to do to make an NFL team is take another man's job away from him. And those men really like those jobs. Commitment. What does life-changing commitment involve? Most people want to be right. They get satisfaction in having other people know that they are right. They seemingly do not want success. They do not appear to want winning. They do not seem to care much about money. They simply want to be right. Winners just want to win. That means you commit to patience and faith in a trading system that is not structured on quarterly reporting or some other artificial measure of the masses. Read sheep. You work hard to gain experience and knowledge. You commit to thinking and planning for the long term. Don't worry too much about the dollar amount in your paycheck from the man. Do not live by the herd's standard of salary success. Those usually suck. Further, simply reading trading philosophies and rules alone will not make you hungry. If you do not want to win, if you do not have it in your makeup, or if you cannot figure out how to put it into your makeup, you will lose. Commitment to trend following is just like the commitment needed to be a top athlete. If you want to be a fantastic baseball player, you go to the batting cages on Friday night while your buddies are partying. You never give up the focus. By the time you get to the big leagues, you have what you want. However, the only reason you reach that goal is because you made the commitment at the outset to be a winner. Everyone wants the big leagues and the big money, but are you committed to making it happen with relentless and spirited determination? Many do not recognize that they have a choice. Do something new and do not run with the pack. Collaborate with meaningful people. Be guided by beauty. It is a beautiful thing to solve problems and do things right. Do not give up. Hope for some good luck. Wisdom if you want to live big. You have to wake up every day with a deep desire to be successful. You cannot just wake up and say, "Hey, I'm going to give a little bit of effort today and see what happens." What are you going to say when you fail? "I tried," and complain to your wife or girlfriend if it does not work out. You can do anything in life, you just can't do everything. That's what Bacon meant when he said, "A wife and children were hostages to fortune." If you put them first, you probably won't run the 3.5-minute mile, make your first $10 million, write the great American novel, or go around the world on a motorcycle. Such goals take complete dedication. Those who dare not simply exist. They do not live. You are much better off going into the market on a shoestring, feeling that you cannot afford to lose. I would rather bet on somebody starting out with a few $1,000s than on somebody who came in with millions. Most little gambles are made without any thought and may certainly be trivial. Do I tie my shoes? Seems to offer no big risk, nor any big reward, while others, such as a wildly careening bus coming toward you, could have a far greater impact. However, if deciding not to tie your shoes causes you to trip and fall down in the middle of the road, and that careening bus comes ripping at you, well then, in hindsight, the trivial has suddenly become paramount. Be a big thinker. Be on fire. Live your imagination. Bet the farm. Do not take no for an answer. Turn reality into fantasy. Live your life with purpose. Rich and powerful people are not notably talented, educated, charming, or good-looking. They became rich and powerful by wanting to be rich and powerful. Your vision of where or who you want to be is the greatest asset you have. Without a goal, it is impossible to score. Chapter 33. When you really believe that trading is simply a probability game, concepts like right and wrong or win and lose no longer have the same significance. Decide now. Even if you knew the results of 10,000 roulette spins, what materials the roulette wheel was made of, and whatever 100 other pieces of information you could dream up as possibly being useful, you still would not know what really mattered, where the ball will land next. Similarly, flip a coin 10,000 times. What are the odds it will land on heads on the 10,000 first flip? The odds are exactly 50%. Do you actually need to flip the coin 10,000 times to prove those odds? If you put trend following into a baseball analogy, you would ask, do you want to play ball or do you not want to play ball? The pitch is coming across the plate. Decide now whether you will swing the bat. When the pitch comes, if it is your pitch, Swing the bat. You want to wait for more information before you swing? No time. In an uncertain world, if you wait until the data is clear or until the ball has crossed the plate, you will miss the pitch. In almost every competitive field, it has often been assumed that the best decision-makers have the time and ability to process vast amounts of information. However, that is not true. Time is always scarce. The principle of a fast and frugal heuristic is about using the minimum amount of time, knowledge, and computation to make adaptive choices in real life. Smart decision-makers have learned to use a single piece of information to make tough decisions. If you reflect, consider your opinions and alternatives, or try to second-guess yourself, you might end up making the wrong decision or even the right decision, but only after taking perhaps too much valuable time to get there. Consider the simple act of catching a baseball. Yes, I played some baseball. It may seem that you would have to solve complex differential equations in your head to predict the trajectory of a ball to catch it. In reality, you simply use a heuristic. For example, when a ball comes in high, you fixate on the ball and start running to it. You ignore the ball's initial velocity, distance, and angle, and focus on one piece of information, the angle of your gaze needed to catch it. Think about the markets. You wake up and see a market move enough to cause you to take action. If your rule says buy at price level 20, you do it. If you want to win, you execute the entry signal as prescribed. What do you want? Do you want fantasy, fun, excitement, and lottery-like existence? Or do you want to execute correctly and win as a trend-following trader by making your buy and sell decisions based on a single piece of information? The simple recognition heuristic of price. Do not believe in anything simply because you heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it. Chapter 34. Our approach to markets is a science. It is an unpublished science, but it is a real one. You would have thick leather-bound volumes of papers on it if there were a willingness to open the kimono, as the horrible modern expression has it. The process of trading our system is like repeatedly drawing different colored balls from the statistician's apocryphal bag. As we draw out a ball, it becomes part of the track record, and we put it back in the bag. But there is no guarantee that the balls will come out in the same order in the future. Science. Do you have a clear sense of probabilities and payoffs? Did you answer no? If so, you need to figure it out, and fast. For example, Jim Simons, arguably a closeted trend trader, he does not identify as one, worth about $8.5 billion, has said that the advantage scientists brought to the trading table was not their computing or math skills, but their ability to think scientifically. That means the scientific method is in play. 1. Define the question/theory. 2. Gather information and resources, observe. 3. Form hypothesis. 4. Perform experiment and collect data. 5. Analyze data. 6. Interpret data and draw conclusions that serve as a starting point for new hypothesis. 7. Publish results. 8. Retest, frequently done by other scientists. Sometimes scientists employed by trend trading firms are astrophysicists. Why? Astrophysics is an observational science. You have to learn by studying what is there. You cannot create an experimental solar system in the laboratory. For example, take a stock, multiply the number of firm employees by the sales, then divide by the dividend and subtract the CEO's age, and you get a number. But so what? Just because you can compute that number does not make that number useful for anything. scientific thinking immediately sees the logical errors. Being wrong is part of the trend following life. Many just cannot wrap their head around that. Bottom line, there are scientifically established principles of market behavior that you can observe and use for profit. As Ripley said, believe it or not.
I see a time when those awake will understand how to make money in up, down, and surprise markets. Whether new trader or experienced, college student or financial advisor, protecting against a crash or just trying to make a lot of money, trend following offers everyone an answer in uncertain times. To get started immediately, send me an email, michael@covel.com. I will send you the right trend following steps to take along with my free video. But if you want to buy and hold, trust the government and trust Wall Street, this is absolutely not for you.